Hello friends, it's Armstrong here from Other Miniatures, and my better half is finally home, so I'm feeling good. Yeah, but I haven't been doing much of Gaslands lately. I've been dealing with orcs, like 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah. So I was just thinking, do I gonna do show-off show today, or will I convert something? Well, I did show-off show yesterday, but I was thinking, what's on the table maybe, or would I convert something? And I think that I'm gonna convert something. I still haven't decided what it's gonna be. Just being me. But I just think, I'm gonna grab one of those plastic cars, from the metal machines, because they are much easier to work with, and see what we're gonna be able to do with it. Yeah, like I have no plan, no ideas, no 3D printed parts ready. Well, I do always have something on the table, because I always print like extras, but I don't really have anything, solid in my head. So let's just do one of those spontaneous builds and see how it's gonna turn out. Maybe it's gonna be good, maybe it's gonna be a complete disaster. But yeah, let's hope for the best, expect the usual. So there we go. Yeah, so let's just switch the camera angle to the table and we'll see what I can do. And here we are on the table. I picked this car. Yeah, so as you know, before we actually started, I didn't have idea what I want to do. But then I just started looking at the random bits that I have on the table. So I found those. I did print out a couple of spare shoulder pads for that, lovely looking dreadnought. And I have those, yeah? So I took one. I cut off the slanted parts, as you can see. And I want to use this as a ram in here on the front of the car. And then I can use those pieces, those offcut pieces, to maybe just put it in here. Yeah, I know that my fingers are covering everything, but once I'm gonna start gluing, it's gonna look much better. But first of all, let's just rough it up, yeah? This is very gentle file. Do I have something rougher? Nope, that's gentle. This is rough. Yeah, so I just want to do a little bit of roughing this up so the super glue gonna be connecting better. Yeah, and what else do I have? I have this little knob bit, whatever. It's gonna go in here on the driver's door as some sort of a reinforcement. So we need to rough up the doors. Yeah, and we are doing one of my favorite kind of building, which is a lazy building. So I have this. This is a piston, I think, from something. It's from 40k something, and that's the best description I can give you because I don't really remember where it comes from. I probably got it in one of my many trades, but I'm gonna be using this as some sort of a weapon mounted here. Yeah, or maybe like that. Yeah, so it's gonna be just connected here. And then of course I love this engine, like the jet engines on the back. And before I usually do them on both sides, but today I think that I'm just gonna cut into this wing. Since it is a plastic, it's gonna be an easy job. And I'm gonna mount it here, and then I'm gonna have like pipes coming in to it. So that's the idea. Let's see what we can do about that. Yeah, let's do some precise markings. Of course, when I need my pencil, I put it into some odd place that I cannot find it. So that's gonna be roughly here. And then if I flip it, it's gonna be roughly here. Yeah, so that's where we're gonna be putting that jet turbine, which is a cup of super glue. And as you can see, my new saw is being used all the time because it is just that good. Yeah, of course I have my micro saws, which you can mount on the, what do you call them, on the scalpel blades, scalpel handles. And don't get me wrong, it's awesome, but because it is actually thicker than this, it's a little bit thicker than this metal, it is binding much more. And now, to remove that, clippers, yeah? So clippers that clip that off. Let's clean it off. Of course, you know, whenever you're using blades, try to use it away from yourself. Yeah, don't follow me, because, you know, I have good blade control, and every time that I cut away from myself, I cut my fingers. So, yeah. And I think that jet engine gonna sit in here very, very nicely and snugly. And what I wanted to do with the second one, yeah, that's why I didn't cut it, because, you know, I just grab it in here, put the blade against the wall, and just give it a quick cut. This one actually broke off instead of being cut off, so it is kind of a rough surface, but not a problem. And now what I want to do is remove this, and I want to put this, you know, I'm probably gonna put it in front of the engine. Well, no, because that makes no sense. So on the roof, that's what I was planning this from the beginning anyway. I'm gonna just literally have to print out a full bed of those shoulder pads, because they are so useful for everything right now. So just get this cleaner. As you can see, you know, they are still, you know, the bumps from 3D printing on it. But, you know, who cares? There we go. The armoring looks awesome on that, so I'm very happy. So there we go, and hopefully this glue is still working. If not, we're gonna have to open the next one. But yeah, let's try it. Yeah, like I needed a lot of glue, so, you know, this cut was perfect. So there we go. It's sitting awesome. Now this one I'm gonna leave that attachment point, but I'm gonna shave this off, you know, to conform with the rest of the shield for the front. I'm gonna put it like that. Almost to the ground, almost to the ground. So just, this is gonna be the attachment point. Hopefully I'm keeping this all in the cadre, because you know me, I tend to move my hands outside of the viewing port. And of course the door cover from this. So let's just smack it. This is actually a part from one of my 3D printed buggies. So yeah, and now this shielding, I think that like that gonna work. Just looks nice. So just give it some super glue here and some more here. There we go. It actually works much better as a RAM than I was expecting it to, which is surprising. Now to figure out the right angle I want to put it under. Is that the same? Yeah, that's gonna be it. Okay, so again, the same thing, and of course not a excessive amount of super glue, not at all. That works. What do you think? A front ram built out of shoulder pads for Dreadnought. Yeah, kind of fancy, schmancy. And now let's get the jet engine turbine on the back. So it's gonna be sitting like this, and then we're gonna have pipes going over the side. So there we go. And I still have those two pieces left over. I can actually just put them somewhere on the car. Why not? As you can see, there is a lot of those little knobs. They could actually work as rivets if I flip it the other way around. So they're gonna look very rough. Yeah, why not? I should rough it up, but let's just trust in super glue. So this and this one, yeah, let's just do that. It's just gonna be a little bit of, extra kind of chunkiness, clunkiness to this car. It's not gonna be this slick anymore as it used to be. It's gonna be safer, I guess. All right, let's just give it a little bit of a spray of accelerator just to save my good brushes in the future. Because if I know my luck, I'm gonna start using good brushes and I'm gonna screw them up straight away, putting them into the super glue. So yeah, what do we have? We have a very thin one in here. Actually, I have one of those power cables that was misprinted. You can see it is flattened in here. No, I don't think it's gonna be useful for anything. And then I have this. Oh, new idea. So as you can see, I have a lot of 3D printed barrels. Question is, if I could put two of them, so one on each side. Do I have? And then I can use a piece of this, maybe, and piece of that, and just show, as a kind of a port to. Yeah. Why not? More barrels. Where are barrels? Come on. There we go. So next barrel. Okay. So one on this side and then one on this side. And then wires to them connecting to the jet engine. It's gonna look very ridiculous. Okay, so if I build this, I'm gonna have to have some sort of supports in here. But why not? Why not? Yeah, if the idea strikes, just go with it. Yeah, especially in my case, because I'm gonna start overthinking this. Let's just flip it. Of course, the super glue is everywhere. Because I was smart, instead of just doing this from the beginning, I did it at the end. And second one. And so yes, spontaneous build with a spontaneous ideas and spontaneous changes. The usual for me. Okay. I think that this jet engine is going to be necessary to move that vehicle right now, because with this amount of fuel, it's not going to go anywhere anytime soon. But yeah, we have this. Now some sort of a structure. There we go. Pieces of plastic card never failed. So let's just go like 1, 2, 3, 4. Maybe straight away like that. And like that. So I really have no clue when did my camera stop and why. Yeah, so that's how far we are right now. So I'm just trying to attach a second barrel. It's gonna be here. Yeah, so hopefully this time around it's not gonna be just turning off on me. It might be just simply a fact that I ran out of memory or something. So yeah. And number one. just give it a snippety snip. And they two. Just attach to the plate armor, or maybe just around it. Yeah, to all of you interested, this ain't gonna be a short video. Once I get into this mood, you know, there is no chance for a short video. There we go. And now let's just repeat with one being like that. Of course, it drops some super glue, so why not use it? So the second one gonna be like this. And then the third bar gonna just go across like that. Just to pretend that there is some sort of a structure holding this up. Yeah. And of course we have some chain that we can use later on, but now I have to figure out what to do with those pipes, you know, how to attach them to that jet thingy. How much of a space do I really have to work with? Probably about this much. So this is already quite, you know, disturbed from misprinting. Wow. Yeah. So let's just do a little bit of a shaving from the inside because they are actually supports. Let's see what I can do with it. Not really. Maybe like that. And then twist it. Let's try this one somewhere in the middle. Oh, okay, that could work like that if I do. Yep. That's the idea. Okay, let's do this. Just gonna go like that. Oh, come on. You see, that's what you have for having a sausage fingers, yeah? So I would need to probably cut as much of this. Hopefully. Now it's gonna fit. There we go. There's something. Okay. I have idea how to place it. I just need to execute it without gluing myself into this car, which gonna be a challenge in itself. So yeah, wish me luck. Expect to watch a lot of, you know, tragic comedy in here. So that and that. Right, it's not too bad, to be honest. No. There we go. And let's just do acceleration. There we go. And the second one, I can quite literally just cut on the connection. It should be okay. And hope so, like that. Now just a little bit of a cleanup from the bottom to give it a better angle. So I guess something like that. Close enough. Okay. So super glue again, more super glue, a couple of quick prayers, yeah, and there you go. Oh my god, it's just so chunky. It was supposed to be a fast car. That's why you have the jet engines. But whatever. It's happened. My imagination just takes the best of me. So this. I'm just gonna take a piece of that pipe. Quickly just saw through it. And see if I can figure out the way to actually get this covered so it's not gonna be just a gaping hole, yeah? Even my dog is, kind of skeptical about all of that. No support from my dog today. And surprisingly, my cat didn't decide to throw a recital for all of you guys. So a first one of those. Yeah, let's shorten this a little bit more. And of course, Orkish engineering at its best, yeah, or a Wasteland engineering at its best. Yeah, if it is too short, cut it again. Maybe it's gonna be right size then. Come on. Fit. There you go. Haha, it fits. Yeah? A little bit of persuasion, some, encouraging words. And everything fits. And of course my fingers are stuck together. So yeah, let's get rid of that super glue. And where do I have my box of super glue? Whatever. Yeah, I'm assuming it is close enough to be the end. Of course I need to still put the weapon on. So I need my box of super glue. I'll be right back. Okay, so after looking for the super glue, I discovered that my desk somehow became messy. Yeah, I really don't know how. Like, there was no real reason for it to happen. Yeah, like, it's not like I was working extremely chaotically or something. So yeah, I just get this mounted as a weapon. Like this and like that. That's okay. That sort of kind of look like a weapon. And now, I have this cheap chain from, I have no clue where. I'm assuming I found it in the pawn shop or something. So I was just thinking, put it around those barrels. Yeah, it's gonna look to scale. It's gonna give it more of a being held together by cellar tape and warm wishes filling. Yeah, so let's try it. Come on. That's what I get for trying to be too gentle with something that they're gonna break in a second anyway. Yeah, so there we go. This chain. So let's just give it a little bit of a super glue in here. And now, please stay. Sorry about that, but I have really no trust into this process. I know that I've done the chains, on multiple cars already, but still the entire process, I have no trust in it whatsoever. So sorry about not seeing what I'm doing. What I did, I just hang this over the other pole and gave it a little bit spritz of the accelerator just to allow it to stay in place. So there we go. That's gonna glue together and harden at the end of the day. All right, next bit of that, and because I didn't allow it to, it's okay, that's fine. I didn't come on, English, come back to me today. I did soak it in super glue, so I cannot really use the accelerator anymore because it's gonna turn into a lovely Frosty the Snowman. I need to allow it just to dry as is. Okay, but this is pretty much the end of the building process. I'm gonna of course have to cut off this chain, yeah, and then we're gonna black bomb this car. Yeah, once it is done, I'm gonna be back to you. Okay, so well, the paint is somewhat dry. There are still some pockets where it is like, a tiny bit, well, wet. But let's just go with the dry brush, yeah, because we want to just do the usual steps first. There's gonna be some, over brushing like on this, because I want it to be very silver. And in the back you can see how much black paint was sitting there. So we need to overbrush as well. And if you have a question what is the difference between dry brush and overbrush, dry brush is with somewhat dry brush, overbrush is gonna be with somewhat of a wet brush. And you can see how much paint I'm wasting today. But guys, it's almost midnight, yeah? I got this urge to build something, so I started, and you know how it is. Oh, there was too much of the overbrush, but whatever. And just go with everything. Okay, so that's it with this paint. But now let's just take Well, you know what? Let's just go with my favorite color. Let's go yellow. Yeah. Well, favorite for now, unless I change my mind soon enough. You know how it is. Life can be the entire, thing about life is it is changing. So yeah, let's give him a nice coat of yellow. At least on the pieces that are still a bodywork. It is not the best paint that I have, but I don't think that in the wastelands of the far future they would actually have a spray. Well, they may have in some places. The places to spray the the cars for the wastelands, yeah. I'm assuming that the higher technological ones would have, like entire garages dedicated to getting the cars up and ready for the dead race, yeah. But the majority of the wastelanders who are taking part in it would be probably just scrapping whatever they can to get their car up and running. And like how you can see, there is still a lot of pockets of black paint. Yeah, but I know exactly where my hair dryer is. Yeah, but I'm gonna be honest with you guys, I'm just too lazy today. So I'm just gonna finish it in kind of slop job manner. So there's gonna be definitely variety in that paint job, but yeah, I don't really mind. This is gonna stay metallic, this is gonna stay metallic for now at least. And we need to still fix the back of it. I know that they are lights and everything else, but you know me, I never paint those details. There we go. I think that's the yellow done. Unless I want to paint the barrels yellow. Nah. Barrel's gonna go blue. Let's go with blue with the barrels. Let's just grab some bigger brush just to make it faster. And you can see my fingers are turning different colors. The usual thing for me. So let's just get those barrels blue. So this entire dry brushing on them was a complete waste of time. But who's counting? Oh, I'm starting coughing, and it usually means that I'm ready to go to sleep. Okay, so one. Now let's finish the second one. And I'm gonna be honest, guys, I even have a wet palette, yeah, for painting. But for Gaslands, I don't ever find a good reason, unless I really want to make, like some nicely branded car, yeah. I never see a reason of taking out the airbrush or a wet palette or whatever else like that. Because those cars, work best when they are actually not very well done, paint-wise. So yeah, it's kind of contradiction. I have all of that fancy tools and I rarely use them for Gaslands. But yeah. This is the entire thing about this game, that it allows me to be very, very sloppy. And I appreciate it for it. It gives me the opportunity to be more creative in less restrictive way. So now, okay, I can grab it like that. And the engine part, you know, the flames, whatever. Yeah, let's go like that. In here, of course, we're gonna do some splatters, yeah, of blood over the car, because somebody did crash into that front plate. Then let's go back to that yellow color and give it a little bit of dot in the middle of that engine. Again, everything is wet in here, so it's not gonna be the easiest thing to do. But there we go, that's my jet engine done. Yeah, it's gonna probably take a couple of hours before it's dry off. So, you know, I will throw it on the spin table tomorrow. But this is it for today. So yeah, I will get that on the spin table and we will see you in a few seconds. So here we go, that's the finished product. I think that I could do some weathering on it. But to be honest, you know, I was too lazy last evening. So no, that's why it is what it is. Yeah. And you know, I think that the spur of the moment decision to add those big barrels and the jet engine to actually work. Yeah, it works. It is odd. It is Gaslandy. It is just kind of slapdash, and I love it. Yeah. But anyway, if you like this video, please rate, comment, subscribe, and do all of this YouTube, you know, shenanigans. And everybody be good to each other and take care. Have a lovely day. Bye.